Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Geek-Stew, and today, guys, welcome back to an adventure with Ike, or a day in the life of Ike, or I don't even know what to call this. But today, guys, I'm going to be going to get my COVID vaccine. That's right, part 1 of 2 of my COVID vaccine. I will get the second part approximately 28 days from now, which is sometime in the middle of next month. And basically, I'm getting my COVID vaccine because I'm wanting to contribute to the all the other folks in the world who are getting their vaccinations, hopefully trying to build herd immunity and hopefully trying to get life back to normal. Not to mention just to protect myself and my family. Hopefully by getting this COVID vaccine, I can start to do some things that I want to do. I want to be able to travel this summer. And obviously there's a lot of conversation going on right now with like the COVID-19 passport, which I have no issue with. Honestly, it cracks me up because a lot of people have issues with it, but they're okay with having driver's licenses and actual passports. But for whatever reason, they're not okay with having to show proof of their vaccination. But that's a whole nother conversation for a whole other day. But I'm getting my COVID vaccine part 1 shot today, and I'm going to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Now, for people who don't know, Indianapolis Motor Speedway is a racetrack. It is a racetrack that is infamous for, or not infamous, it is famous. I guess I should stop using the word infamous, but it is absolutely famous for the Indy 500. Now, if you've never seen the Indy 500, it's pretty great. Look it up on YouTube. Indy cars and everything else. It has a really long history too. It's one of the oldest racing tracks, I think, if not the oldest. In the United States, and it has a lot of really great history behind it. They even have a museum, which is pretty cool. I'm not really even that big into racing, but the museum's actually pretty badass. Yeah, if you're ever interested in that, look that up. But anyhow, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is having a vaccination clinic today. Today is April 17th, 2021. I about said 2019. I wish it was 2019, but April 17th, 2021. And the vaccination clinic originally was giving out the Johnson & Johnson one-shot vaccination. Of course, for people who do not know, the Johnson & Johnson vaccination was pulled off the market due to a very severe blood clot that was developing in approximately 6 people out of about 7 million. But out of an abundance of caution, our CDC and all collective parties decided to pull it off the market, which is absolutely fine, perfectly safe, perfectly sane thing to do. They're like, okay, let's pull this off temporarily. Let's do a review and then we'll come back to it later. Because I think there was also issues similar to that, because I believe the AstraZeneca vaccination was a similar process of a one-shot vaccination. But of course, that's neither here nor there for me. I really don't have enough information to really give any information or thoughts on the AstraZeneca vaccination. All I know is that Johnson & Johnson got pulled temporarily for this. Not a big deal. They'll figure it out. They'll put it back out eventually, potentially. And then once they do, there will probably be additional cautions and additional warnings for folks who may have been affected by the blood clots, because my thought process is that most likely these people had pre-existing conditions potentially, or other risk factors that led to them getting the blood clots. So my thought process is that they're trying to identify what those are so that people who do have those don't get the Johnson & Johnson vaccination. It's very similar to people who may be allergic to different types of different products that may be in the vaccinations. So it might be one of those situations where they make an alternative that takes stuff out to prevent that later. Anyhow, point being is that they're doing the right thing, they're doing the safe thing, and they're going to review the Johnson & Johnson vaccination before they put it back out to the public. But for now, my options are Moderna or Pfizer. That being said, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is doing a, it actually doesn't require you don't have to make an appointment, but you can. We made appointments, but it's not requiring an appointment today. Obviously, you're seeing this after the fact, so me telling you this really doesn't mean anything per se. But with the Johnson & Johnson off the market, they're giving out the Moderna vaccine. So it's a 2-shot vaccine for people who have been also living under a rock. You get one now and then one 28 days later. And so we're getting our first one today. I get off at noon approximately. I'm actually on my break right now from my work, making a quick video about this. But yeah, on my break, and I get off at about noon, and then we're gonna head out down to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, get our vaccinations, and rock and roll. That's the goal. That being said, the Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, Pfizer, all that stuff, it's a lot of great information. I would recommend looking them up if you have any questions or concerns about them, or if you're concerned about side effects. Truth be told, I don't foresee there being any issues for myself. I do have a blood disorder called ITP. but it typically is. I don't even know that much about it, and I have it. Really, it's a very interesting concept. It has something to do with your white blood cells, but typically in people who do have it, they see it flare up once in their entire life, and then it never affects them again. It's an immune response, and there has been some research that says that some of the vaccines may have some adverse effects on people who may have more severe versions of ITP. But for me, it's not a severe case. I obviously have not had any issues with it since I was a very young child, so that's something interesting to take into consideration as well. But I think that we'll be all good. I'm very excited to get the vaccination. My wife is as well. She has an immune disorder. She has MS. So she's actually, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but she has to be off of her MS medication in order to take the vaccination, which is obviously concerning to her, because with MS, it potentially could have a relapse or an additional attack with the MS, or flare-up, I should say. But of course, we're both thriving, we're living, we're vibing, and we're gonna get our vaccination, and we're gonna be great. And then in a month from now, we'll do it again, and hopefully everything goes well. So, with all that information in hand, I will say this preemptively, that if I see people in the comments talking about, all these conspiracy theories, because here's the deal, don't get me wrong, I'm all here for a good conspiracy theory, but all conspiracy theories that are surrounding that of COVID-19, truth be told, are ridiculous. There's very little to, if any, backing to those conspiracy theories, and in my opinion, people who portray those conspiracy theories are only doing so to make a bad situation worse. We're already in a bad situation. We're already in a pandemic. People are talking about how the pandemic was fabricated and that it was China's fault, or that it was due to the 5G. Whatever the case is, it's ridiculous. So if I see any of that in the comments, I'm definitely going to be deleting them. I don't care what people say. Oh, you're deleting my comment. You're taking one of my First Amendment rights. Blah, 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 blah. Look, dude, it's my YouTube channel. If you don't like it, don't watch, truthfully. All right, not that anybody watches my videos to begin with, but if you're really that pissed off about it, don't watch my videos. That being said, if you guys have gotten your COVID vaccine, I would like to know what you guys thought about it. What was your side effects, everything else? So leave that in the comment section down below. And of course, if you want to follow us on social media, that's at the end of the video or in the description down below. So after this, because the video is not over yet, I just wanted to throw that out there so folks who wanted to follow us can follow us. But I'm just throwing it out there now because the next thing you see after this will probably be me after I've gotten my vaccination while I'm driving. Honestly, we're going to it's a drive-in clinic type deal, so we hopefully we'll have to get out of our car and everything else. So I mean, what else can I say? So next thing you see will probably be me post-vaccination, post the 15-minute waiting period, and then after that, I'll probably come home and I'll probably give another update tomorrow, trying to let you guys know how I feel. I might have a sore arm or whatever the case is, but basically, long story short, super easy, super straightforward. I'm ready to rock and roll. So, see you guys in a minute. Next time you see me, I will have been vaccinated. Hey, what's going on, everybody? You can't see my face moving, but I've already gotten vaccinated. Like I told you, next time you saw me, I'd be vaccinated. So I got the vaccination. We're just right now hanging out, waiting for the 15 minutes because the National Guard's got to hang out for us for a little bit, but I'll check in with you later, let you know if I have any symptoms. Peace. 1 hour later. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Geek-Stew. Well, not welcome back to, I guess, another part of the same video, but anyhow, I got my vaccine. We're obviously not at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway anymore. So long story short, the AMS Motor Speedway did really well. Just kind of explain the process. You pull up, you get registered, and then if you already pre-registered, which we did, they just kind of take your phone number, they confirm who you are, and then they send you on your way. You drive down and you actually either get to go onto the track to get your vaccine, or we actually got to go into the garages to get our vaccine in this case. So when you're in the garages, they again confirm who you are, they ask you for your phone number, and then they can ask you to confirm your name and your date of birth, and then you get your COVID vaccine, and then I'll show you my sticker here. Here's my sticker. It says, I got COVID-19 vaccine at the Yard of Bricks, official healthcare provider of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So, very cool. And I got my vaccination card. So I'm pretty excited about that. But now what I'm more excited about is the fact that I am at Sonic. I don't know if you can see anything over there, but that's the menu. I'm excited because I'm like Sonic. So for people who don't know, I love Sonic. First of all, they have amazing drinks, and the drinks that they have here, you can mix in like stuff with them. For instance, I got a vanilla root beer. Vanilla root beer is amazing. It kind of tastes like a traditional cream soda, but sort of like a creamy sarsaparilla almost. And then I got a chili dog, and then the cheddar poppers. If you never had the cheddar poppers, they're like jalapeno poppers, but with cheddar cheese inside instead of cream cheese. So my fat ass is gonna eat that here in a second. But yeah, I just want to give you a check-in. How long do you think it's been since we've had our vaccines? So it's been about an hour since we've been vaccinated. I feel completely fine. I've been moving my arm around, so I really have no pain or stiffness in my left arm. As I felt a little numbness for a little bit, but that's even gone away now. So anyhow, I'm just vibing, I'm thriving. We're gonna get our food here, and then I'm gonna take the wife over to use the restroom because we've been driving. So anyhow, I'll check back in with you later if I feel any symptoms or anything like that. But for now, I'm waiting on my food, and I'm gonna rock and roll. See ya.
24 hours later.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I know this isn't my normal where I normally film, obviously. But I just wanted to make a quick little follow-up because the last thing you saw was me at Sonic getting ready to get my lunch yesterday. And it's about 24 hours since then, maybe a little bit less. But I have no symptoms. Oh my God, there's my cat, Luma. Psst, psst, psst. Hey, Luma. Smile for the camera. Anywho, so I haven't had any symptoms from the COVID vaccine. Obviously, this was my first one. I get my next one next month on the, I don't remember, but anyways. No symptoms. I know a lot of people had like, you know, sore throat, headaches, fevers, body aches, cold symptoms. But I really didn't have any of that. Really the only symptom I had was my arm kind of hurted. There's just my cat. I don't know what she's doing. But anyhow, yeah, other than a little bit of arm pain and bad grammar and word choice, hurted is not the right phrase, but had a little bit of arm pain, but no really other major symptoms. My wife really didn't have any other symptoms either, just some arm pain and discomfort / bruising type feeling in the arm type deal. Really nothing crazy at all. I thought I was gonna have to, like, I don't know, thought I was gonna die or something, but I didn't. Yesterday we obviously just kind of, give more information on, we obviously got our vaccine. We had to wait the 15 minutes and then they let us go. But like, I mean, I spent most of the day, driving, going to other places, doing other stuff that we were wanting to do. And I felt just fine. I feel just fine today. So really, I mean, I can't say anything other than I'm perfectly fine. So other people may have had symptoms. So obviously, take that into consideration if you've ever had, reactions to other vaccines, or you have allergies to certain components, egg products type stuff like that. I know that if I remember correctly, like egg products is a common allergy that can sometimes be impacted when you get a vaccine. But really nothing crazy happened to us. I mean, I'm in fairly good health other than being fat. So, I mean, take it for what it's worth. This is just my experience. Other folks may have had symptoms that I didn't, but long story short, I'm just having a good day. We've been just having kind of relaxing, watching movies around here, primarily because obviously we wanted to take it easy just in case we did have any symptoms. So really, we're just kind of having a good day. We actually tried the Burger King French toast sandwich for breakfast this morning, and they were actually pretty good. Highly recommend. But yeah. So anywho, I'm gonna just stop it there. If you guys have questions about the COVID vaccination or anything like that, I'm obviously more than willing to answer those if you want to put them in the comments. Obviously not, I don't know who's gonna watch this per se, but yeah. Anyhow, everybody out there, stay safe, stay awesome, stay healthy, and get vaccinated if you can. And we'll see you in the next one. See ya.